With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Our featured matchup tonight out in New York, where the Knicks will be going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, after 8 games, they're an outstanding 7-1. Things have come together for them very quickly here early in the season. And before we tip off, I just need to ask Shaq, when you think back to great teammates, what are the qualities that make a great teammate?
Well, you want to play the guys who care as much about the game as you do, a guy who puts the team first, a guy who gets you involved, a guy who has the same dreams and aspirations that you have about the game.
Well, that name sounds like Kobe Bryant to me that you were talking about, but I always look for
We're coming at you from beautiful New York City as the Knicks prepare to take the home court. The New York Knicks come into this one following a loss, guys, to the Charlotte Hornets.
The inability to make threes in that game, because they took a lot of them, I think, is why they ended up on the short end of the stick.
Yeah, they did take a bunch of them. Sometimes you can make up for poor three-point shooting with a strong inside game, but their inside game just wasn't strong enough.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting. How much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love with a talented pair at the forward position. And it's Thompson in at the 5 spot.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big three found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots, and James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year.
And now the fast break, Anthony with the ball. A follow, no good.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Yeah, early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Now here's James. Aaron Aflalo missing his last shot. A nice shot by LeBron.
He can be a weapon if he gets going early from long range.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 5 here. Making 40% so far to start out the game. Now here's Roten. He's covered closely. Off with the layup. LeBron kicks to Irving. Good, and the assist goes to James.
That is an elegant move to drop in the floater there, guys.
Here's Roten. Pass to Porzingis. Now Roten. Anthony right side. Lopez, a screen on LeBron. Lopez left side. Lets it go from 14. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
To the wing on the left. James outside. It's stolen by Anthony. And here we go. Roten heading to the hoop. Oh!
You know what? He wasn't going to wait around for any help on that break.
Solo soiree performance all the way. How about that for a little bit of a limerick?
I'm going to let it slide.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Now here's Roten. Kicks it to Aflalo. Pass to Porzingis. Lopez outside. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Anthony for 3. That's good. Anthony's got 7 points.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter. You know, for Carmelo last season, it was Murphy's Law. What could go wrong did go wrong. After signing Melo to a max deal, the Knicks management expected a bunch from him, but with the new offense and a bad knee, it didn't happen.
They get it back. Love kicks to Irving. Screen by Smith. Outside Irving. Looking to end the run. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4. And getting back to Carmelo last year, that team really became devoid of talent. In some games, Greg, in games that he played, he seemed like their only scoring option.
You know, we talk about needing a big three to compete for a championship, and for over half the season last year, the Knicks basically had a big half. I mean, because Carmelo missed that half. And when the deck is stacked against you like that, sometimes it's better to fold your cards and live to play.
Made the layup possible.
On the wing, Irving. The feed to Love. Jacks up a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Love's got his first 3 points of the game.
Just look at what a smack from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Here's Porzingis. He's guarded by Love. Nice shot by Porzingis.
I mean, it's just fun. I can enjoy watching him operate. Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort.
Now Roten following the miss by J.R. Smith from deep. And he gets it to go. And that's now 6 points for Roten. The Cavaliers trail by 6. And Love has it in the corner. James outside. And that's good for 2.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
There's the pass to Porzingis. Aflalo dishes to Roten. Anthony against James. Here's Roten. Got it. Good job in the low post. Roten's got 8 points.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket. And right before Carmelo went down with the injury last season, it seemed like he had added the fadeaway to his game, molded a little bit after Dirk Nowitzki.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Porzingis. Lance Thomas, he's checked in for Anthony. And it's Calderon in for Aaron Aflalo. Cleveland also making some changes. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Now here's Thomas. His last outing, he had 8 points. Calderon has the open look. And James pulls it down.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
With that reverse jam, the fans got a little extra show there.
That one definitely had something, you're right, extra on it.
Man, I got to pick my jaw up off the floor after that one, guys.
Williams can't get it to go.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
The Knicks with the lead and pushing it up. Here's New York. And Calderon gets it to go on the assist by Thomas. Calderon's got his first basket.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Now here's James. A 20-point game for him in the win against Utah.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates.
How much more is there to say about LeBron James, Clark? Incredible consistency, unbelievable athleticism. He just is a marvel in every way the longer he plays.
Kevin, when you look at his career averages, I mean, just off the charts, and he has the same unbelievable year every year. The consistency, phenomenal.
Here's Mozgov. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. New York shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. It's tipped out of bounds. Knicks ball as New York keeps possession. Richard Jefferson. He's checked in for James. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the first. O'Quinn, the pass to Williams. Calderon, a good look. Cavaliers with the rebound. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And what a heck of a performance for them, particularly offensively. I mean, there were stretches of that game where everything seemed to be falling.
Ball movement was superb, majestic, and they got good shots and they made them. So it wasn't a surprise, but the ball movement was the key.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're...
He caught up with Kyrie Irving earlier, and he talked a little bit about expectations for himself and his teammates.
We expect so much out of each other every single night, and you know the team is going to go as hard as we go, as well as the other pieces that we have on the team. But we have to control it from a standpoint that we have to play off each other.
Kyrie reminding us that it's not just the expectations of the fans and the media he and LeBron deal with, but also, and Clark, perhaps the most demanding of all are the expectations that they've got for each other.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, two guys who expect so much of themselves to start with, who naturally have a vision of how great the other guy should be. I mean, they're constantly trying to manage expectations while still demanding the best from each other. And that's a lot of fun to watch.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Knicks.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson is out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. Then it's Jefferson, and it's Irving in at the 1. New York shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them.
Well, I know last year the Knicks seemed to me to be very passive offensively, and that can sometimes be the case when you're trying to learn the triangle offense, but they never seem to attack the rim at all.
He kicks it to Love. The shot. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Love's got 5 now.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Here's Calderon. That one's rebounded by Dellavedova. Greg, as you mentioned, the Knicks very shy at going to the rim last year. Really could have used that dynamic among a lot of things to their game.
Yeah, and no doubt about it. I mean, think about this. The Knicks were last in the league in drives per game as a team. And so they struggled shooting when they did attack the rim, only 42%. So those areas have to improve if this team wants to become competitive.
James checked in for Cleveland. McRae has come in for Matthew Dellavedova. And that one's good. 14 points for LeBron. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
New York trailing. Anthony with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
You know, and in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring, and setting up his teammates.
Left side, Love. Crafty move. And it's blocked. And a fast break now for New York. Anthony leading the charge.
Great hustle to turn the block shot into a fast break hoop. That's a big-time play.
Outside Irving. It's a pick by Love. Irving kicks to James. He dishes it to Thompson. Cleveland moving the ball around. Stolen. A follow right side. Calderon. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. One thing about Jose Calderon, you could see the frustration in him last season playing a career low 42 games in his Averages were down pretty much, Greg, across the board.
Yeah, and Kevin, he was brought in to kind of invigorate the Knicks' point guard position, but following a preseason calf injury, you know, he missed the team's first 13 games and never was able to really get going. Remember, coming into a new system where he had to learn how to play differently, and then after all that, you know, you have to shut him down because of that left Achilles.
Offensive rebound. Here's Thompson. It's stolen by Calderon. And it's a Flalo penetrating. Gets some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
The defense played him close on that one, but he just would not be denied. Aggressive move for the score.
Here's Irving. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
He's athletic, unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the game.
Agreed.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
On the wing of Flalo. Wide open look. Here's Lopez. And the rejection by LeBron. To the paint. Picked off in midair. 3-on-3. Pass to Porzingis. Lots of room. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And, you know, Kyrie Irving really ambidextrous as a ball handler because you can't play him to one side, and he's ambidextrous as a finisher, too. He's so creative and crafty. Terrific at the rim with both hands.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And one thing about Irving's ball handling, he does a great job of protecting the ball. A very low rate of turnovers for a player as aggressive as he is on the bounce.
So New York going with almost an entire new group. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Porzingis. Thomas checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And Roten subbed in for Jose Calderon. And then for Cleveland, Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And Smith subbed in for McRae. Here's Roten, and the rejection by Smith. Outside Irving. He feeds it to Mozgov. Back to Irving. From outside the arc. And there's J.R. Smith on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 5 assists tonight. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
Takes the 13-footer, and there's another one for the Cavaliers.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
New York's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Now here's Roten. He's covered by Irving. On its way from a Flalo for 2. Can't get it to go. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Well, if you name an offensive stat category, the Knicks last season probably last in that category. All-around problems, Greg, for them scoring the ball.
Yeah, we may have to give them a new nickname, last. How about last in fast break points, last in points in the paint, last in points per game, and then throw in bottom 3 in shooting percentage, and that spells a business.
The Cavaliers have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
In the season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Jefferson comes in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. Inside, there's Williams. That's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession.
Still Knicks ball.
Off the inbound pass.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And here we go with Thomas. Oh, wow.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one. Although, if he missed it, I might have.
It's stolen by Jefferson. Stolen by O'Quinn. And that one's good. Roten.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Smith against the Flalo. Here's Smith. 7 points in the game. Just 5 on the clock. A 3 ball. Knicks with the rebound. The Cavaliers beat them last time when these two teams met in Cleveland.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Yeah, and that turned the tide, the rebounding differential. They've got to focus and make it a team effort to really pound the glass.
.46 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. O'Quinn can't hit.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Smith kicks to Fry. 3-pointer. Fry's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Knicks trail by 3. At the elbow, it's a Flalo. Mozgov with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mozgov. Jose Calderon is checked in for Aaron Aflalo.
Substitution for the Knicks, Jose Calderon.
We've got 22 seconds left in the second quarter. Mozgov with the steal. Down low, here's Jefferson. Makes it off the glass. And it's a 5-point Cavalier lead.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
A floater. Williams with a clean look. Drops in the tray. Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know, he almost pulled the trigger on that possession, but recognized that there was a better option. That's what we mean by playing for your teammates.
And we're through the...
Go, Jose, you...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 14 points, 2 assists, and 3 blocks. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, they're paying attention to the boards, and that's a good thing. When you're trying to get ahead and stay ahead, it often comes down to a few key possessions.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report, as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
It's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. A fantastic game from Tony Roten in this one.
I tell you what, it's a pleasure to watch him when he's at the helm, because of that first half, offensively, he was in a zone.
It sure is a treat to watch him, guys. I mean, everything's been running through him, and he's doing a fantastic job keeping the offense clicking on all cylinders.
Anthony is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Tony Roten. Then there's a Flalo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 for New York right now. Anthony with the bucket.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Here's Love. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And Robin Lopez, last season, he missed about 6 weeks with that broken hand. But freak injuries aside, he's been pretty durable over the course of his career. Had played in all 82 games the previous 2 seasons. You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Anthony dishes to a Flalo. Feeds to Roten. New York moving the ball around. Here's Porzingis. Makes it off the glass. Porzingis has got 8 points. And Robin Lopez signing a new contract this offseason. He had been significantly underpaid for his production over the last 2 seasons.
And, Kevin, you knew he was due for a raise. 7-footers who impact the game at both ends the way he does are really valuable.
And Anthony gets it to go.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Love, no good.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
Roden kicks to Aflalo. Love against Anthony. The dish to Lopez. 6 to shoot. Cavaliers with the rebound. James has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Irving. That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. McCrae's checked in for Cleveland.
Into the lineup for the Cavaliers.
Irving passes to Love. To the middle. Thompson in the posts. Lopez is there. Thompson misses. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's his first foul. Jose Calderon. He's checked in for the Knicks.
Jose Calderon.
They set the screen. Nice shot by Porzingis.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Dishes to Carmelo. To the inside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And it's a 5-point New York lead.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Will it go? Can't hit. Good D by Lopez.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Anthony. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. You look at the numbers for Robin Lopez, Clark. They won't blow you away, but his impact is a lot bigger.
Exactly, Kevin. I mean, he's unselfish as a player, does all the little things. He's not focused on his numbers or shot attempts, and that's a welcome deal for coaches and teammates. He just wants to help his crew win.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. With this stoppage in play, we have a chance now to show you which teams led the league in 3-point percentage last year. The Cavaliers 5th.
Their long-range shooting last year was nothing short of spectacular. I mean, they were absolutely unconscious from the 3-point line. Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
Now, here is Irving. 10 points for him. It's a pick by Love. Right on that shot. With that, the Knick lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from Irving.
And speaking of the intangibles for Robin Lopez, he's great at boxing out for rebounds and setting screens offensively. Again, things that there really aren't stats that are kept, but those are ways you can impact the game. And
last year's Knicks, 8th in free throw shooting, 14th in blocks. And they were in the top half of the league shooting the ball from deep. Average to pedestrian.
Take advantage.
Love has it in the corner. It's stolen by Calderon. 3-on-3. Anthony drives in, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And Lopez, or as they like to call him, Rolo, an elite rim protector. Just a really good shot blocker, but he doesn't chase blocks. He just challenges every shot inside without fouling.
On the wing, James, covered by Anthony. Love wide open, he fires. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 3 assists in the game. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Porzingis has got 6 here in this quarter.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
For the Knicks, Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Porzingis. And it's Lance Thomas in for Carmelo Anthony. Then for the Cavaliers, Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And Jefferson subbed in for James. To the inside. And Calderon gets it to go on the assist from Roten. And now a 10-point Knicks lead.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist. No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
And it's a big key thus far in this game, Clark, because whenever they've gotten the ball in the paint, good things have happened.
A shot by Williams, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Here's Dellavedova, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Dellavedova's got 7.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Jefferson with the double team. Thomas with the ball, now defended by Mozgov. Calderon against Irving. Roten kicks to Williams. Just 4 to shoot. And the 3 off target. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Irving against Calderon. Fry passes to Irving. For 3. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound.
And that's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case, you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on you.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
The Knicks making a switch here. Aflalo's checked in. Smith checked in for the Cavaliers. And here's Calderon. He has 7. He kicks it to Williams. Here's Aflalo. Money from the wing. Aflalo's got his second bucket.
Well, that was just a terrific shot by Aaron Aflalo. He's making it happen.
Out to the right wing. And here's Fry for 3. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Timothy Mozgov. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. 3rd team foul.
New York leading by 8. Now Calderon. Pass to Williams. Pulls it from the elbow. No good.
And I love the way he uses his size there.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City dancers. Go on and give it up.
Well, welcome back as we get set to start the 4th. Calderon with it. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the 4th quarter. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Dellavedova and Smith are the guard tandem. And it's Thompson in at center. Aflalo dishes to Carmelo. 6 on the shot clock. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
That's good. Hit.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Robin Lopez is checked in for Williams. Lopez with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Stripped it away. Here's Thompson, and he goes in for the dunk.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and dunk.
Whoa. And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Love outside. No good on the triple. The Knicks leading by 7. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Here's Calderon, and count it from 19 feet away.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
Anthony against James. Love outside. There's the triple. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got 4 assists now tonight.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Here's Porzingis, and that one's good. And the Knicks lead by 8. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Love outside. Kicks to Dellavedova. Cleveland moving the ball around, and he gets it to go. 10 points for J.R. Smith.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Kurt Rambis had to say to the team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
Irving, good.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Aflalo kicks to Roten. Pass to Carmelo. And the rejection by James. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. And he gets it to go. And now just a 1-point Knicks lead.
How about this run they're in the midst of? On the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead.
Has been an unreal turnaround, and I give a lot of credit to the defense right along with what they did on offense, because the defense actually gave them the spark they needed.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets.
Well, guys, what a nice surprise Tony Roten was last season, especially effective taking over at the point, Clark, with Michael Carter-Williams gone.
Yeah. Roten put up a career-high 5 assists per game and really worked hard at the defensive end as well. He's one of the few talents on the Sixers roster that hadn't been traded away.
And here's James outside. It's rebounded by New York. Lopez has got 8 rebounds in this game. Now here's Roten. Not a lot of room. The feed to Anthony. And the Knicks miss again.
And for Roten last season, he even took on more of a scorer's mentality. Went up in points, went down in field goal percentage. But like a boxer, he gets a little extra credit for pushing the action.
And, you know, talking about Roten, I think the next step in his development is to produce at the same level but with greater efficiency. Too often his highlight reel passes led to turnovers. He would gamble defensively, too. That's, to me, just a young player growing up on the job.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
And there's the pass to Smith. Off target from three-point range.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Anthony drives in. No good off the back of the rim.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his makes in the last quarter.
And here's Love from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. 19 points for Love.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Yeah, and Greg, you know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
James. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. 16 points and 4 block shots. A terrific offensive combination, setting up teammates and knocking down the deep ball.
And winning basketball, Clark, there's no doubt that the two are related.
And so he makes both from the line.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
Irving passes to Smith. Off target from outside. Knicks trail by 4. Anthony dishes to Roten. A follow with it. Guarded now by Irving. Here's Porzingis. Second chance shot, and it's Lopez laying it in.
Really good work on the interior. That is a critical 2 points there. That was an ideal scenario really for him. Point-blank range and also a size advantage.
Now, here is Irving. He's covered by Roten. And it's Smith that time on the assist by Thompson. 12 points for Smith.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
Completely agree with that, Clark. They need stops and really can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are nice, high-percentage looks.
Here's Roten. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Roten's got 21.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're leading by 2. 1:57 left in the fourth. LeBron kicks to Irving. Good, and the assist goes to James. 22 points for Kyrie Irving.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
There's 1:54 left to play in the final quarter. Porzingis can't hit. The Cavaliers leading by 4. The drive by James. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball. You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Irving passes to Love. Misses the 3. For New York, they've got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. They get the rebound. Anthony can't hit.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Scooped up. Kicks it out to Love. Sinks the three-pointer. Love's got 12 now in this quarter.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Lopez. Irving up top. He's covered by Roten. Love right side. Smith outside. That's in there. Love with the assist. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Here's Roten. Here's Lopez. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Talk about a terrific game for Lopez. He's got 12 rebounds and the 2 nice steals as well. I'll tell you what, he's made his mark on this game in so many ways, guys.
And he would have stood out just on the strength of the defense. But how about offensively? He's been clicking there as well.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that. And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And Roten drops them both.
They really had to have those free throws. It's down to a one-possession lead.
And here are the Cavaliers. 3-point lead. On the wing, Irving. Irving double team. Thompson dishes to Love.
And really, with every point from this point on, it seems like they're just closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it. I mean, hey, it's been a tremendous all-around performance from this group. I don't think there's any question about that.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They trail by 5. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, coaches tell them take the easy points in a hurry and then foul as soon as possible.
Yeah, but you don't want to foul blindly, though. I think teams make a mistake when they do that. Go for the steal. See if you can force a mistake. And then see what happens after that.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. 7 seconds left in the game. Roten kicks to Lopez. And here's Anthony from the arc. Nails the tray.
1, 2, 3. Next down.
And so it's Cleveland who comes out on top here.
Hi, Kevin. Well, LeBron, though you are asked this quite often, as the game is winding down, what is going through your mind?
I'm slowing down. You know, the clock is going really fast up there, but I try to slow it down in my mind and get a good shot. I had a couple turnovers that I didn't like because I wasn't aggressive enough. So, you know, I was glad I was able to make a good bucket and some free throws down the stretch.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Doris, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, LeBron James. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
They asked an awful lot from him tonight offensively, and he delivered. When they needed a big bucket, he was the guy they turned to, and he delivered, like I said. I mean, this guy was unbelievable. He did not shy away from the moment.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. And our coverage tonight will be coming to you from Milwaukee, where the Bucks will be going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. For the Cavaliers, they've started the season on an extremely upbeat note, winning 8 of their first 9 games. They've been solid in just about every aspect. One of the guys to watch tonight is going to be Kevin Love. He's got that great combination of skill and motor, one of the more versatile power forwards in the game, Kenny, with that specific skill set.
Yeah, his skill set is really unique because he is a power forward who also can be a finesse forward. He can throw those long-range outlet passes and then step back for.
At the point, the underdog.
Welcome, everyone. It's time for NBA action, coming to you live on this Saturday night. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's a one-game reprieve at home for the Bucks, here with their Milwaukee fans, and then back on the road. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers. They could only manage a single win in 4 tries against these guys last year.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
Yeah, plenty of opportunity here, guys, to get on each other's bad side. I mean, if they weren't already. Should make for some fairly high drama.
A look at Cleveland's starting group. J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Tristan Thompson is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Irving at the point. Now here's Monroe. And the layup's good off the glass.
And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once, and it had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his teams.
Here's Irving after the made shot from Greg Monroe. 6 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And here's Love from the arc. The shot is off. The Bucks go the other way with it. And with Kidd, the results on the floor, Greg, speak for themselves. He knows what he wants out of his players, Clark, and he keeps them accountable.
And, you know, having that accountability is what made the Bucks so much better last season. Kidd
for Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Here's Monroe, and Thompson sends it back. Now Cleveland moving it up. Irving. Now Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't remember ever seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw it.
I tell you what, fellas, you might not see another one like that one for a while.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Now for the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off a good outing against New York.
And the deciding factor in that one was their success from the floor. I mean, they just hit big shots time and time again.
Yeah, just the way you want it when you're the road team. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into it.
Well, what this season for Kyrie Irving last year. Huge moments for him. 57-point outburst against San Antonio. That was a new franchise record for the Cavs.
I think a lot of it was finally being able to play with other All-Stars, quite honestly, Kevin. But you can't discount the work Irving put into the offseason to be ready for the regular season.
We'll go to Norrisburg, who spoke with head coach Jason Kidd. Doris, what's the news there?
Team rebounding is something he stressed to his side, and rightfully so when you face a player that gobbles up the glass like Kevin Love. He told me that Love rebounds at an unreal rate, and his side can't take any mental breaks when it comes to boxing out on the defensive end. Love's numbers validate that fear, guys.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. And Thompson sends it back. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. No good from Irving.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for him.
Shots good by Middleton.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
James outside. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. LeBron's got 5 now.
He can be a weapon if he gets going early from long range.
Parker against Thompson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And it's 6 points for Jabari Parker.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
That's 2 in a row, and we call that a streak.
Middleton dishes to Monroe. Inside, LeBron with the block. Down low, Parker with the steal. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo with the ball. He's picked up by James. Here's Monroe. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
There you go, fans.
Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
Henson checked in for Milwaukee. Bayless comes in for Carter Williams.
Perfect approach for what the D was showing on that possession.
The Cavaliers have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. LeBron outside. He kicks it to Love. Pass to Fry. Just 4 to shoot. Fires for 3. James misses.
No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides in this one.
Now here's James. He had 22 points in the win against the Knicks in New York.
And he was terrific in that game defensively as well, blocking 4 shots on the night. And for the Cavs last season, their toughest test would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other team, they just couldn't handle the Warriors for a full series. A great run to the finals, and surely they'll want to return there this season.
And here is Antetokounmpo after J.R. Smith getting his 3 to go. James outside. There's the 3. And again, LeBron missing. The Bucks trail, and they're moving it up. Floats one. They get it back. Middleton the pass to Antetokounmpo. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far. Here's Smith. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Smith's got 5.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
With the playoff season Bulls, however, things didn't go well, but they did get some valuable experience from that effort.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Miles Plumlee comes in for Jabari Parker. And it's Mayo in for Chris Middleton. And it's Dellavedova missing.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second.
Yeah. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
James kicks to Fry. Stolen by Henson. Oh, and here we go. Bayless got the fast break chance. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his first personal foul. At the line.
And still, I don't know that anyone can define what Giannis's position is. It's kind of still up in the air. I mean, he's played mostly on the wing a season ago, and thus far, maybe that could end up being the best fit.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. Prior to last season, Giannis was experimenting with the point guard position for stretches during the summer league.
Well, you know, Kevin, he's just the type of guy whose size and length really allow him to guard every position.
True. Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Jefferson's checked in for LeBron. And McRae's subbed in for J.R. Smith. That's a 2 from Dellavedova. Rebound, Milwaukee. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Yeah, and that was a night where they just didn't seem to be the type of team that we've grown accustomed to seeing. I mean, it was more about them being individuals on the floor than the collective unit.
Guys, I think it was simply a vacuum of leadership. Nobody really gathered the team and tried to rally them or pull them together. You know, that was most disappointing about the loss to me.
For Milwaukee, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. Cleveland's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Feeds it to Fry. Here's McRae. Good on the triple. McRae has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swings, really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps going back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it.
And at the end of 1, both teams putting up some points. Cavaliers lead by 2. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And we heard from John Henson before the game, a player on the rise. Well, it sounds like he still feels like he has something to prove, Greg, but seems to me he's already known for being that kind of guy.
Yeah, that's a great point. Anybody who plays against him knows he looks plenty strong when you're banging with him. But if he needs to push and motivate himself by playing with a chip on his shoulder, well, a lot of guys have gone a long, long way in this league using that method.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Cleveland. Thompson down low with Mozgov. Irving is out there with McRae. And it's Jefferson in at the small forward. No one near Mayo as he lets it go. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Picked by Mozgov. On its way from Irving for 2. The shot will not go. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. They've got the Wizards ahead of them for the next game. It's in Washington. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. And that one's good.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. From deep. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Parker's checked in for Milwaukee. And Cleveland also making a change. Love's checked in, and he gets the bucket. And it's 8 points for O.J. Mayo.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Clarky talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of that.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Irving dishes to Thompson.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. James checked in for Jefferson. And J.R. Smith subbed in for McCray.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role. Didn't let the move bother him and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
Here's Middleton. Mayo, the pass to Parker. From down in the low post, it goes. Parker's got 8 points.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Well, for Thompson, he was great off the bench. You're right, Greg, for the Cavs last year. Even earned some Clark's 6th man of the year consideration votes.
And deserved it because of how he played and his impact. He actually had his best year in terms of shooting efficiency. Shot a career-high 55% from the floor.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Irving kicks to Love. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 6 assists now in the game.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the 3.
Monroe against Thompson. From the baseline. And Thompson sends it back. To the middle. Here's LeBron. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Now it's a 6-point Cleveland lead.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. He was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Love kicks to Fry. And a miss there on the triple. Greg, you were talking about Tristan Thompson. LeBron came out and said he's one of the best pick-and-roll defenders in the NBA. And Clark, that's high praise from the King.
No doubt. I mean, Thompson is an emerging...
Starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Will it go? Another miss by Middleton.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Dellavedova, again the Cavaliers score.
Man, they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, I agree with you. A big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
Monroe dishes to Antetokounmpo.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up.
Carter Williams kicks to Antetokounmpo. Back to Carter Williams. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Love's got rebound number 5 here tonight. There's the 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Bucks trail by 10. Here's Parker. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Well, for Jabari Parker in his rookie year, not the kind of NBA career start that he wanted. Played great. Was probably the rookie of the year up until the time he was injured, blowing the knee and cutting his season short.
A great call. He definitely would have had a great chance. Really just made a transition seamlessly. Very efficient as a rookie before that injury, but which was a really tough thing to watch for anyone, as he was showing so much promise early on in his career. No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
And guys, the Greek Freak really improved his numbers across the board last season. Giannis was up in every measurable category except three-point percentage.
He's really improved his shooting, though, overall. The three ball still eludes him a little bit here and there. But what I like, Kevin, is his aggressiveness. That's what's making the difference in his game right now.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Mozgov's checked in.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
And oh, here we go with Bayless. Nobody back. There's the bucket. Good. Now just a 2-point Cavalier lead. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Here's Dellavedova. And just miss after miss right now.
You know, going back to Giannis, he has the physical makeup and skill set to be a triple-double guy. I mean, there's no reason that he shouldn't be able to fulfill his potential, except consistency. That's the area he's got to tighten up.
Dellavedova, the pass to James. Smith with a wide open look. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 3rd assist on the night. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Antetokounmpo with the ball. He's picked up by James. Antetokounmpo dishes to Carter Williams. James against Antetokounmpo. 5 on the clock. Here's Parker. It's holding by Fry.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
This one for 3. He knocks it down right at the buzzer.
That's a shot he'll never forget, as dramatic as they come.
He's got a special knack for the big moments. The bigger the moment, the better he is.
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with LeBron, and you obviously have been very productive. How pleased are you with where you're getting the basketball and how you're scoring?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow, as well as keep myself in a good groove too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
And now the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be taking a look back at the first half of basketball. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 14 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing? All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the 3rd.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. He has 14 points, and he's hit the mark twice from 3-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
The dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward. Carter Williams is the point with Middleton at the 2. And it's Monroe in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being as we saw.
Well, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got him going, I think.
Here's Carter Williams. The shot is off. Great D that time from Love. Cavaliers leading. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Antetokounmpo's got 10.
Boy, the fast break has really been good to him here, and they're clicking in transition.
Yeah, 3 of their last 5 scores have come from fast break opportunities. They have made the most of their chances.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
And that one's good. 6 points for Greg Monroe.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence. He is almost money when it comes to finishing in close. Nice bucket there to increase the lead. And the thing about LeBron James, he's really done a nice job of reshaping his game over the years. I mean, every veteran goes through losing a little speed and quickness. The great ones compensate by getting stronger and more physically imposing, not to mention also their basketball IQ grows as well, just as has been the case for LeBron.
Talking about the strength of LeBron now, we saw Michael Jordan do this too. They paid a lot of attention to their body as they got older, and thus they became more sculpted. They looked more physical.
Exactly. Leaned up and altered their games a bit. Not nearly as high flying, but just as potent and as effective.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hi, Kevin. Jason Kidd was just going over the plan with his team. He told his guys that their offense needed to run through Monroe. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. O.J. Mayo, he's checked in for Michael Carter Williams. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Jefferson's checked in for J.R. Smith.
Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
Miles Plumlee's checked in for Parker. McRae's checked in for Cleveland. And speaking of Irving's star status, last season a signature shoe in his name. I see, in fact, you and Clark are wearing them tonight. That's always a big deal.
Kevin, that's an elite club to be in. Only the true superstars get that kind of status. He certainly got the flash to go with the substance.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Monroe. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They've led by as much as 10. Irving passes to Jefferson and misses it off the right side of the rim.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities. Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Outside Irving. The screen from Thompson. The tray. Greg Monroe with the rebound. Monroe's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Antetokounmpo dishes to Mayo. Back to Antetokounmpo. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Now we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. In the third spot, the Bucks.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Shots good by Jefferson.
You know, he almost pulled the trigger on that possession, but recognized that there was a better option. That's what we need by playing for your teammates.
Mayo kicks to Monroe. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
Jared Bayless is checked in for the Bucks. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Dellavedova is checked in. Now, here is Irving. Guarded closely. Goes up on the high post. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Irving's got 13.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Here is Bayless. He's got 8. He feeds it to Monroe. No good off the pick.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. And that comes off the assist by Jared Bayless.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Got that one up quick. And that's 19 points for Kyrie Irving.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quickly.
Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Monroe. On the wing, Irving. He's got 19. Can he keep it going? Again, the Cavaliers score.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
The Milwaukee Bucks ended last season 41 up and 41 down, a perfect 500 mark, and they were the epitome, Clark, of average at the end of the season, and as you can see, even during it.
Well, they're a young team, but at one point, 17-17, also had an 11-11 record against the East and 6-6 against the West.
Takes a 3. Can't get it to go. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Here's Mayo. And Irving pulls it down.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
The wide open look for Love. Good on the 13-footer. Love's got the lead up to 10 now for the Cavs.
Well, there you go. I mean, if they're going to keep giving up open jumpers, they're going to keep getting burned.
Bayless lays it in without an inch of room around him. Bayless has got 10 points.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
A different look for Milwaukee. Henson's checked in for Miles Plumlee. Parker comes in for Greg Monroe. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for O.J. Mayo. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. LeBron's checked in for Richard Jefferson. And Smith's subbed in for Irving.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Carter-Williams with it. 7 points in the game. The feed now to Henson. Here's Middleton. Mozgov with the block. He's got a clear path all alone, and Henson sends it back. Mozgov passes to Smith. The dish to James. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. And that's now 18 points for LeBron.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that. What a smart pass by Carter-Williams right there.
It'll count. No good. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Cavaliers lead by 8. And we'll get going after this from the PMO Harris Bradley Center. And the final period of play just about to start. The Cavaliers leading by 8. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Dellavedova and Smith are the guard tandem. Channing Frye out there with Mozgov. And it's LeBron in at the 3 spot.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just are not letting up at all.
The shot's good from Henson.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
LeBron dishes to Smith.
Oh, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers really cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Bayless. Cleveland with the ball. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. It's LeBron with the drive. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. LeBron James, by many surveys, and no surprise here, GA, the most popular athlete in America.
I mean, the highest paid player in the league. And you know what? He deserves it. This guy has really carried the mantra as the face of our game, as well as anybody. And I tell you what, people now are starting to acknowledge the guy also delivers when it matters.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. James covering. Bayless's shot is off.
And you know, for LeBron, he's blazed a trail as far as his business empire is concerned. He gave his childhood friends a chance to manage his affairs. Many thought it was a huge mistake, but he's doing quite well with the guys that he chose.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor.
And for LeBron, he said he'd like to be a billionaire. It's his ambition to have an influence that goes beyond the game. And guys, he is certainly on his way.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over that last break. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said, they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
And Thompson kicks to LeBron. Excellent D there from Parker. Bucks trail by 10. Here's Antetokounmpo, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
And, you know, it's only getting better as both of these teams' defenses are starting to show signs of wearing down.
And Love gets it to go.
LeBron James.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Carter Williams kicks to Antetokounmpo. Monroe right side. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes. I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Carter Williams against Irving. Dishes it to Thompson. Milwaukee with the rebound. Monroe's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Bayless's shot is off.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
LeBron passes to Irving. For 3, Love. Rebound by Parker. Parker's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Carter Williams kicks to Antetokounmpo. He dishes it to Parker. Back to Antetokounmpo, and the shot is good. Antetokounmpo's got it back down to single digits for Milwaukee. On its way from Irving for 2. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. The Bucks have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Here's Parker. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
And the rejection by LeBron. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. The Bucks making a switch here. Middleton's checked in. Carter Williams against Irving. Carter Williams dishes to Parker. Fires from deep. Carter Williams can't get it to go.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Thompson, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounceability.
Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
He just continues to light him up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his point.
Off the screen. The offensive rebound. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket. 18 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I don't think you can say enough about the quarter he's having. Every one of his attempts has gone down. They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
LeBron passes to Love. To the paint. Floats one up. And the layup good by Irving. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Carter Williams at the elbow. And he uses the glass on the layup.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
Smith kicks to Thompson. Parker against Love. And the pass to Irving. That falls. Great assist by Love. Love's got 5 assists tonight.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Now, Antetokounmpo, back to Carter Williams. Add another make to his scoring count. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Love against Antetokounmpo. Love dishes to Thompson. Kicks it out to Love. Clock at 4. Irving drives in. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Well, if you're going to give them layups, there's no way you're going to get back in this game.
Excellent game we've seen from Kyrie Irving. He has 29 points and 10 assists also.
No idea we'd see a performance like this one today.
The only way to describe it in my vocabulary is dominance.
And the jam by Craig Monroe.
Whoa. That'll wake you up.
Team athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace. And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Cavaliers.
Clark, look at their number of assists.
Well, they minimized the one-on-one situations, Kevin. They got the ball moving, and it found the open guy.
Great ball move, you're right. And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for LeBron James. Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Plumlee, and that comes off the assist by Jared Bayless.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
The Cavaliers on offense. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Dellavedova. From deep three-point range, offline. And so it...
Yes, I'm here with Kevin Love. And Kevin, a very big effort to come away with this game. What does it mean to the resiliency of this team to pull out a win like this?
We're just giving ourselves a chance to win. So, we're really just grinding it out as much as we possibly can, and we're getting better every day. So, we're happy we got this win. I got to give it all to my...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, LeBron James. He made all the key plays every step of the way. They depend on him to deliver these sorts of performances. And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports.